Ladies and gentlemen, I have wanted to make this video in a long time. Every single class, including all mastery classes, revealed and showcased in World Zero here on my channel on Abducted by Robloxians. I hope you guys feel wonderful. This might be a longer video, honestly, because we have a lot of classes to cover here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15... Then we have 16, 17, 18, 19 classes. This is insane. I'm gonna get immediately into it. I'm not gonna give you like, there are some channels out there that did this already, where they just literally went by and showed you the stats and stuff like that. I just want to go and check out the skills, honestly. We're gonna showcase every single class. So, where are we gonna go to? Let me see. Let me find a good place where we can, like, practice. I think this place here looks really good. It's a little dark, though, so I will be probably showcasing them here. And then we're gonna go in and actually fight the targets. Okay, enough with the chatter. Honestly, we're gonna get into it right now. So, this is the Swordmaster, which many people, I think, start off with. So, I'm just gonna show you that this one is actually doing some nice damage. I'm not gonna go into the detail when it comes to, like, you know, the numbers and stuff like that. So, let's try to use the E move. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. That's like a slice. And it's actually going to shoot and launch a crescent attack at your enemy. That's what it says. I don't know what crescent means, but I guess so. Okay, that's a little bit mid, gotta be honest. I actually thought we might actually have something better here, but the only thing that I really don't like is that we do not have shift lock, so yeah, anyways. Yeah, that's pretty okay, I guess. So let's start doing some more hits so we can get the ultimate. Right, we have to do the ultimate as well. That's gonna take ages. Alright, so we're gonna do that and do that. Just try to get more. Maybe I can, like, I don't know. Maybe we can do it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we're at 100 right now. Let's use the ultimate. Okay, that actually looks pretty sick. That actually isn't too bad, honestly. That's not bad. Spin rapidly, creating a cyclone that deals damage in all directions. Alright, got it. Class, I'm gonna rate these classes from 1 to 5. I'm gonna put it like 1 or 2. It doesn't seem to be that exciting, at least visually. Maybe damage-wise it is, but it doesn't seem to be too exciting. So, let's go to the Defender, which is gonna be next. And the Defender kind of really does sound like you're really going to be, yeah, you're really slow, as you can see with normal hits, right? And I think it's going to be a class where you might actually have a little bit more survivability, probably, I guess, maybe. But, yeah, it's okay, I guess. Let's use the E move. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not hating it, but, you know what I'm saying, right? Oh, I like this, though. Oh, I actually like that. I actually like the skill. That's actually sick. Not bad. And you don't actually have a high cooldown here either. Like, look at this one. I'm pretty sure you can do some crazy damage with that. Some nice AoE in there as well. But everything else feels very slow. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. Now, every time I have to wait until we actually get to the ultimate. So, beautiful, beautiful time wasting, right? Alright, so let's check out the ultimate, which is going to be the Defender's Shield. By the way, give this video goddamn like, okay, because I have to wait every single time for that ultimate to load up. It's going to take ages. But due to the magic of editing, it will be gone for you. Alright, so let's read through this. Defender's Shield. Slam a magical shield into the ground that does damage and healing. That's actually quite nice, yeah. I already thought that this one's going to be a bit more of a oof. Oh, I like this one. The ultimate is sick, though. I like the ultimate. That's like a 4 out of 5 when it comes to ultimates, because it's also healing you and it deals damage. But overall, it's just the ultimate. So I'm going to go down and give it a 2 out of 5, the entire class. Let's go to the next one. Alright, here it is. The Arcane Mage. Looks pretty cool. Do we have range? No, we don't. This is actually you starting to slap people with the staff, which is okay, I guess. Let's start using our E move. E move looks like this. Oh, okay, so it's like, it's singular target, right? At least it feels like it. So, hurl an arcane ball towards your enemies that explode and deal the heavy damage. I mean, I guess if you have people following, yeah, it's AoE, That's actually quite nice. That's sick. Alright, let's check out the R move. Okay, so the R move does the arcane blast. Hurl an arcane ball towards your enemies that explode and deal heavy damage. No, this one it is, right? Create 4 bursts of arcane energy in a line in front of you. Okay, so let's do that again. Oh, I get it. It kind of like slowly travels, so we would technically use it. Let me go onto the side here, if they're all in line. But I guess, I don't know if that's really that useful, because it travels forward, right? So, as you can see, it doesn't even have that much of a range, so I technically would say, nah, not very viable. But maybe you are a pro at it. It could be Could be, I don't know. You might be doing something right here that I'm not, but it looks a little... Oh, I like this one though, the normal hit. It actually, does it damage more over time once you actually start doing a hit? I can't even see, because right now it doesn't even show that, but it kind of gives you a little bit of a... Oh, it is ranged! Okay, I wasn't close enough, alright. Yeah, that actually makes it pretty good, but I still think it would probably give it a 2 out of 5, because it's still a very beginner movement, a beginner class. It's not too bad though. It's kind of better than the other ones, but I don't know if I should go to a 3. I'm gonna see what the ultimate is like. So pull out, what does it say? Pull all of the arcane energy from the air into an energy ball that explodes. Sounds cool, but yeah, let's see what that looks like. All right, here's the ultimate. So I'm gonna like try to get as close as I possibly can. So there we go. And okay, a little mid. Gotta be honest, doesn't flash me too much. So I'm gonna stick with my 2 out of 5. I mean, a 1 out of 5 must be like I totally hate it, and I don't totally hate it because I like the range of it here. I don't like the R move. I do like the E move though, because that kinda is, if you group up nice enemies, you do some nice AoE with it. Let's go to the next class. Next one is gonna be the Dual Wielder. Actually, first of all, it's gonna get a point from me for just looking cool. And yeah, obviously this one's gonna be melee, so we're gonna be very close by. Damage doesn't look too promising, but also don't forget, I don't have any really good items for that, so yeah, it's okay, I guess. I never really liked melee in this game. You need a lot of AoE, so let's see what the E move does. Increases your attack speed, double your critical rate, and the defense boost. Defeating an enemy will restore time and health. Oh, I actually quite like that. Dual Wielder could be good. Looks pretty sick. This might be the first 3 out of 5 class that I personally believe. Let's see what the R move does. Leap forward to your enemy and strike them both with a sword. Yeah, little mid. Gotta be honest, little mid, but I like this though. I'm pretty confident. Is this also one of these classes that have more? Because now we have E, R, and F. In the first classes here we didn't, right? Yeah, there was F missing. So with the Dual Wielder now, you can see we actually have another skill that we can use, which is creates 2 slashes that travel and pierce your enemies. So that's another one of those traveling ones. Not bad though, not bad. Since we have another, it looks pretty cool. That jump looks nice, gotta be honest. So, I like this move here because it heals. I don't know what they mean with time though, because, I don't know. I have no idea. And I'm also not defeating the enemies because they are targets that I can use them on, but, yeah. I think it's gonna be a 3 out of 5 class. Let's see what the ultimate does. I'm gonna read through it quickly. Summon, your collection of swords and perform a 28 hit combo. What? That sounds insane, dude. That sounds pretty cool, gotta be honest. So yeah, let's wait. Alright, so here's the ultimate. Let's see. Oh, I can imagine this to be a really strong boss killer. At the beginning, I don't know how it is gonna be in the later stages, but I think that's pretty cool. That's a nice skill. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go with 3 out of 5. Let's go to the next one. The Mentalist. I love every single class, or classes in general, that have some sort of magic. Let's see if we actually have some, yeah, we do, so that's nice. Oh, Frosted too, that might probably slow them down as well. Elementalist seems strong, seems good. Okay, so let's see, and let's read. First of all, primary attack, okay, and then Icicle Field. Erupt ice spikes from the ground, inflicts super frost on your enemies, so let's do that. Oh my lord, that is good, that is good. I've never played this class, never played it, but it looks sick. I mean, take a look at that. The cooldown of it is very, very nice as well. It's like 4 seconds only. Next one is hurl a fireball towards your foe, inflicting burn. You can really work with that. It's a nice AoE move as well. Oof, that might be a 4 out of 5 class for me, probably. And the last skill here is create a lightning field that deals moderate damage and inflicts shock. So you can really play with these status effects. Oh, okay, you can really play with those status effects. You can burn, you can ice them. You can see, look at the burn on these guys. Take a look how long that skill actually is going on for. I don't know, this might be one of the better classes in the game. I haven't watched many tier lists or anything yet, but I can just imagine that this makes a lot of sense. I mean, take a look at the field that it actually takes out here. I can see this class to be really good when it comes to dungeons. You know, dungeon clearing. I don't know about events and bosses and stuff like that, but this seems Extremely strong. I don't know why, but that's definitely a 4 out of 5. What does the ultimate do? Create a frost field, rain down several meteors, and create a giant meteor. Oh, that sounds sick. I want to try that out. This is my first time seeing all of these classes, by the way, so I'm really excited. And this one is actually just a tier 2. This is not even like where you go like, oh my god, that's like crazy. This is tier 2. That is crazy. So, oh, we have Mage of Shadows and Mage of Light. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I love this skill. Let's wait for the ultimate. Alright, so here is the ultimate of the Elementalist. I'm saying it really weirdly, I know. Alright, so check it out. Frosted. Oh my lord. Oh, this is good. Oh yeah, this is powerful. I'm pretty sure that some people out there, I can see people maining this class for whatever reason, but so strong. I mean, take a look at that. They're still losing HP. Oof, that's a nice ultimate too. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4 out of 5. Definitely 4 out of 5. Might even potentially be a 5 out of 5 because I just love the entire setup that you got going on here with it. So that's really awesome. Alright, next class, which is going to be the Guardian. I think it's going to be close to the Defender somehow. The Guardian, I don't know, like healing, protecting, something like that maybe. Or I'm wrong. Ooh, that sword. That's a nice great sword. That looks sick. Very nice. Dungeon leveling actually has one of these great swords, and I actually have them. It's like a mythic. So, attack speed is pretty good. Damage doesn't seem to be too bad. Actually, these are pretty tough. Oh my god, this is a lot of damage. Ooh, they're almost one-shotting them. Like, what am I wearing here? This is insane. The Slicer Greatsword, okay. This looks good. I mean, damage-wise, very powerful. What do we have? Aggro draw. Oh, he's like the tank. Instantly draws monsters to your position while resisting 70% damage. Oof. That sounds strong. Oh, nice. I enjoy it. Resistance lasts for 8 seconds. And you can immediately reuse that as well. Like, look at that. It's like 2 seconds left to use it. Then we have the rock spikes. I can imagine that being pretty cool. Is it a big AoE? No. Oh, it's around yourself. Okay, slash the ground to rub rock spikes. I think that might be one of them classes that it's really hard to kill you. I can see that. You know, just doing that. You have so many cool ways of... Oh, the damage is good. Slash Fury. Launch 4 large slashes in the air that deals massive amount of damage. I like massive amount of damage, so let's see. Okay, it doesn't look so flashy, but it seems to be very strong nonetheless. And the ultimate, Sword Prison. Trap enemies inside a dome-like prison and rain down swords, dealing heavy damage. Man, I like this. So, the cool thing is you don't even have to technically aim it at somebody, you just use it and it kind of like spawns at them. So, if I could just go here, you see this one, it's like automatically shooting it from, like looking into the wall to the left and to the other enemy, so that's really nice. So, basically what you can do is that, and then just like start going crazy with these slashes. I see this, this is another 4 out of 5. I don't even know what my critiques are for 5 out of 5. I need to be like blown away by it. And I've talked so much that we actually have the ultimate right now. How many minutes are we in anyways? 16 minutes. It's gonna be a long video. Alright, oh, this is nice. Oof. Take a look at that, ladies and gents. What a beautiful skill. This is insane. Oh man, I mean, this is close to a 5 for me, at least what it looks like, and, you know, playstyle is not necessarily always my kind of style. I like fast, but, you know, when you like, if you enjoy to be a tank and stuff like that, then I definitely can see anybody using this, just because of the aggro and the F move. The F move seems to be very viable, very strong too. And the ultimate, of course. I mean, come on, man. The ultimate is sick. Anyways, I'm gonna do 4 out of 5. I need to be, like, blown away by it. So I'm gonna keep it as that. So we had the Guardian. We're gonna go down now to the Mage of Light. I like mages, and I like the lights. So let's see. So you immediately start into... Oh, I like that. I like that. I like the way it looks. The damage seems to be exponentially very high, very strong. Obviously, they're not really high-level targets, right? So they die fast. I know that. So... It's just for me to check out the skills, right? Like, I'm not trying to showcase, like, which one's the best as in a tier list. I think there's already some great videos out there. I'm just, like, watching and seeing what they look like. So, yeah, the Mage of Light, you're kind of, like, casting these bubbles here, or these spheres, that you can then use to attack the enemies with, which I think is really cool. Healing Circle provides a lasting healing. I love every character and class that actually has healing, so this is really nice. Circle around you and everyone. So, oh my Buddha, I can heal people like this. This is beautiful. Love it. Love it. Look at the wings to it as well. Beautifully made. Beautifully made. Infused Light. Infuse all of your orbs with your life's force. Now, what does that do? Probably more damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does more damage or something like that. Not entirely sure, but you're losing out. Basically, you're sacrificing your HP for these more higher damaging spheres that you can then do some damage with. Then you can heal yourself back up. The heal does not seem to be that big, but it's still a very, very useful thing. So what this class basically wants you to do is you constantly switch between basically using your entire life to fuse up your spheres, do more damage, and then basically heal yourself and your teammates while doing it. I can see that this is a very good co-op class as well. If you're playing with friends, I can definitely see the Mage of Light being in the top of the list. I'm gonna give it a 4, probably out of 5 as well. Let's use the F move. Oh, I like that. Grants yourself and your allies a barrier that protects you. This is such a nice support class. This is such a nice support class. I mean, take a look at the... I can use that as well. So I can basically use this, get myself a shield, and then use the R move to infuse my spheres without even losing anything of HP. Instantly recharges all infused orbs, applies healing barrier, damage, and speed buffs. So let's use all of the orbs right now. Can we, like, get even rid of them? I don't even know. It's gonna take some time until we got all of them done. Let's use the X move. Oh, you're becoming extremely strong with this one. Oh, this is probably one of the best support classes, maybe. I'm very close to give a 5 here. I enjoy it. It seems to be very, very special, very interesting. Such a nice support class. Obviously not for solo players, but if you have some friends and play this, I think this Mage of Light might be it. Alright, so let's go next to the Paladin. I never really liked Paladin classes ever, like, that much. By the way, I also give it a 4.5 for the Mage of Light. Never was a huge Paladin player. Never liked it that much. I mean, they kind of, like, usually go between tank, healing, and damage. It's like a little bit of a hybrid class, but I don't know about this one, so let's see. Gilded Block. Raise your shield. I can't read it. Negating 80% of damage and healing 5% HP. Deals splash damage upon impact. So, if we use this... Oh, yeah, that was a little bit underwhelming, gotta be honest. But, oh, you can use it a lot. You can use it a lot, but it doesn't seem to be doing, like, that much for me right now. Divine Retribution. Cast light from your sword that deals light damage, heals allies, and grants a defensive boost. This is basically everything I just said in the beginning, right? So, it does some nice... I like this skill, though, because it heals, gives you damage boosts, and so on, as you can see here. It's running out there as well. So, next one. Unleash a searing beam of light energy forward, grants 9 seconds Paladin's Light. Yeah, yeah, I guess. Not a big fan of it. I think it's better than a 2.5, but it's worse than a 4.5. I might go with a 3.5, so let's wait until we have the ultimate. By the way, it says, create a dome of shield that damages enemies, grants allies a defensive boost, and grants a light sword mode. So let's see what that looks like. Alright, so let's use the ultimate here, the Ring of Justice. We just read through it, and here it is. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Looks nice. Does some nice damage over time here as well. Apparently heals too and stuff like that, right? And gives also some damage boost. And we have some sort of a other sword mode. As you can see here, the sword kind of changes and stuff flies around you and stuff. I think it's a 3 out of 5. Maybe you like this class a lot. That's just my first impression, so, you know, that's what it is. Take it or leave it, ladies and gents. Let's go to the Berserker. Okay, this is definitely a class that my girlfriend would play, the Berserker. She likes, you know, these kind of like heavy attack, you know, classes and high damage, I hope. I remember playing this a few years ago. I remember it, and just barely though, but I do remember playing it. Anyway, so let's start off with the Giga Spin, which is, oh no, the E move. This one was doing a lot of damage back in the day. I remember the aggro slam. Leap in the air, smash your 2 axes in the ground and gains enemy focus. So this one is another you know, pull the people in, basically, going towards you. You want to be face first against the enemy. So, we have the Giga Spin, which looks like this, which I enjoy. I always liked moves like that, you know, barbarians, you know, in Diablo, if anybody remembers, spin to win, ladies and gentlemen. So this one actually has it, which I think is pretty cool, but it doesn't necessarily, you know, blows my mind. So yeah, let's use the F skill. This one is it seems pretty strong singular target boss killer move. I remember using it for that. But of course, if you have them all grouped up, you can probably take him out with that as well, as you can see here, because it inflicts burning. So you have some nice AoE damage over time. Let's check out the ultimate. The ultimate is Rage. Gain 70% defense and all skills cause fire, and you deal more damage with your primary attack. Alright. The ultimate, Rage. Let's go. Let's use Rage. Raw. Okay, that was totally cringe. Can we make other people... Oh yeah, we can burn them by just attacking them. Damage seems to be very high. For me, not so much. Not my type of class, not a class that I would pick to, you know, play. But this is all down to preference, everybody. I would give it like a 3, almost a 2 out of 5. I don't enjoy that much, but I'm gonna give it a 3 because that ultimate is doing a lot of damage. Alright, we're gonna go into tier 4 now, the Spirit Archer. This is where things are gonna get really, really interesting. Now, I do love myself a bow class. I always enjoyed bow classes and magicians. These were like the classes I always nerded out for. So let's see how this one's... I hope that this one's not going to disappoint. So, of course, you're gonna do some ranged attacks. Damage doesn't seem to be too crazy right now, but that's probably because of the basic items that I get to it. I always enjoyed, I don't know, range attacks are just cool. Always liked it. Anyways, we have the Piercing Arrow here, which is fire an arrow that pierces and splits into more arrows, lowers mobs' defense. So let's see how that's gonna look like. And oh, ooh, I like that. Ooh, like it. Go look, take a look at that. Take a look at the cooldown, bro. That is insane. That is insane. Imagine having like a lot of people in front of you. It's like Iron Man when he just shoots out these small flares and then like everybody gets downed. That's pretty sick. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a cool move. I enjoy it. That's very nice, especially because of the cooldown. Take a look at the damage though, bro. What the hell is going on? That's insane damage, dude. Oh, fire, bro. I like it. All right, Spirit Bomb. Throws a Spirit Bomb that blows up and slows down mobs. So let's do that. Okay, that's mid. That is not too crazy. Oh wait, it's doing some damage. Okay, so I get the gameplay, right? You go around, grab yourself some mobs, slow them down, maybe use the knee move here, which is my personal highlight right now. I really enjoy it. And then maybe you group them together and then suddenly the Spirit Bomb explodes. I get. How do we use the E skill? You need more great Spirit Arrows. How do you get those? Let's use, okay, let's go to the next skill. Mortar Strike. Fires an arrow into the air that rains down multiple. That's such a classic bow skill. Kinda mid, gotta be honest. And I guess because I'm not defeating enemies, I am not able to use the ultimate, which is a little bit of a letdown, but I'm gonna skip it. I don't have the time. I mean, this video's already as long as it is. Fire paracausal, what is that for a word? Swords at your enemy. Later swords will deal more damage, I guess. This one's gonna be sadly into the E3 out of 5 category. I love the E skill, but I don't like the bomb, and I do not like the this arrow rain because it just kind of feels so stationary. I don't see many people, you know, maybe if you're using it against a boss where you're just gonna slow him down, right? Then maybe use some E move and then use the F move to deal some more damage while still doing some auto shots. I can see it to be a good boss killer, but I think in clearing dungeons, I'm not so sure. You tell me in the comment section below. Might be really, really strong, but for me it's a 3 out of 5. Okay, so the Dragoon. Let me tell you something about the Dragoon. Back in the day when I played, the Dragoon was the newest class when it released. I don't know, it's already pretty old now, right? But yeah, when it released, that was like the newest class, and I didn't have it, and this is for me actually the first time trying it out. So let's see what this guy has to offer for us. So the normal hits is gonna be the Dragon Claws, which does damage pretty good. I can see this this class to do a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure they do a lot of damage. You also target, which you then can do. Oh, hello there. What the hell? Oh, okay. So Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening here, bro? That is insane. Okay, that might be my... yo. I like this. I like this a lot. This might be my first 5 out of 5. Oh, okay. Okay, what does the F move do? Okay, let me calm down here for a second. Okay, so let's read through this. Launches towards your foes, land a critical hit to trigger Dragon Chain, which is probably the targets that we get. Unleash devastating blows, continuous Dragon Chain when flashing, and then leap into the air and crash down, completes the Dragoon Chain, enables Dragon mode. Huh. Okay, so I like that. So let's go. Let's do the chain here, and then we're gonna use this. Oh, this is a cool class. I enjoy it. I enjoy. Me enjoys mucho grande, por favor, señorita. Oh, you can use the... yeah, it's gonna be a 5 out of 5 for me. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys hate the class or not. I don't know, but... oof. This seems to be a perfect dungeon clearer. I can see people maining this for real. Okay, let's read the thingy-me-bobs here, right? So, Dragon Dance grants a longer dragon mode. What exactly is the dragon mode, though? What kind of gives what gives me the dragon mode thing? Does it explain it somewhere? Let me inspect. Oh no, we can't. So yeah, okay. Still, I like it. It's gonna be probably the first 5 out of 5 class for me. This is my own personal list here. I can imagine that class to be really strong. Probably it went through a few nerfs in the last like few months and years and stuff like that, but looks incredible, plays incredible, a lot of fun, ladies and gents, a lot of fun. Okay, so this is the Dragoon. Let's go and check out the ultimate, and yeah, well actually I don't have to cut the video here because it's already done almost anyways. So, okay, let's use the E skill, R skill, F skill, and then we're gonna use this. Okay, yo, whoa, bro, what the hell is here? What the helly? That is insane, I love it. Yeah, 5 out of 5, gotta go with it, 5 out of 5, Dragoon, I like it. Demon! The Demon, I played the Demon a while back. Yep, I liked it. I was always confused about the switching part. You can like switch somehow. We're gonna check it out anyway. So, first of all, the Demon has probably one of the coolest weapons in the entire game. It's like a scythe, right? And you're kind of like floating around here a little bit. You can also do a little bit of range, as you can see here. It's not too crazy right now, but I think we can enhance it. Not so sure if I remember the class correctly. I enjoyed it to the max. That was I mained this one like a long time ago. I mained this one, so this is actually pretty cool. So, sacrifice a large portion of health for substantial damage boost. So, that's what happens. You basically... I think it also got a little bit of a rework the way it looks, right? Or is that just me? You basically sacrifice some HP, and you're gonna get some more damage boost out of it. Pretty okay. I don't know if we can actually get some health back or not. I'm not so sure, but toss your scythe and damage enemies. So let's try that. Oh yeah, that's almost like the arrow that we just seen, right? In the Spirit Archer. That's actually pretty sick. Can we heal? Applies a life-draining curse up to 3 enemies that drains their health. Okay, so let's do that. Do I get healed out of it? I don't. Ooh, that's actually not so good. That's gonna get a point deduction here in mobility, just in general mobility, because, you know, we should be actually having some sort of health back policy here, but we don't. Let's see. Become a Demon Prince. Boost your enemy power by 35% and boost your enemy. So, the E skill is kinda not really worth using, because you can see how long it actually takes until you, you know, get your stuff back. But I do like the R move a lot, and I do like the F move a lot as well. This is a really, really nice skill, especially when you're trying to go for some AoE in dungeon running. I have to turn on the fan. Oh, because it's so warm today. Okay. So we almost have the ultimate, which we're gonna check out in just a second. The video is already about 34 minutes long. That's crazy. That's crazy. Probably a little less because I'm gonna be cutting a lot. But, yeah. Okay, so let's use that. Let's use the Demon Prince. Become the Demon Prince and your attack power by 35 and boost all your attacks. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is sick. Is that damage over time without actually... Oh my god, yeah, look at that. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. You can do a lot of damage with this class. Oh, that is so fire. Ah, so close. If the E skill would have been a bit different, instead of like losing your damage for a little bit of a damage boost, Let's see how much damage we actually get. Yeah, it's quite significant, but I don't know. I'm gonna do 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for this one. If the E move would have been something else, I would have done a 5 out of 5 easily, but yeah. Okay, the next 3 classes are new classes that I have not seen yet. So we have the Warlord, the Summoner, and the Shadowblade. All classes that sound very, very cool. So let's go into the Warlord and see what he does. Okay, it doesn't look too cool right now. It's like a, I don't know what it is, like an axe thing and a shield. A little bit of a Viking feeling here. Let's see. So, Pile Driver. Drive your axe up to 3 times into the ground. Each hit deals more damage than the last. So, for me, I have glasses. And even with glasses, the text is so small I can barely read it. So, I'm like, ugh. You know, that's happening to you when you're getting old. Trust me, you'll get that too. Anyways, let's use that. We can use it again and again. And then, how long is the cooldown? It's pretty good. It's not too bad. Cooldown is pretty nice. You can just like... Yeah. Oh, the damage is actually pretty sick. I can see people clearing with it quite well, I guess. Just doesn't look too spectacular. Charge block. Negates 80% damage and inflicts shock in a radial pulse. Let's see what we got here. Man, these skills look really bad. These skills, for a tier 5, these skills suck. I mean, they might be good in practical, you know, in actually in a dungeon, but doesn't seem nice. Doesn't look very cool. Let's use the F skill. Chains of War. Slams a giant shield into the ground that deals heavy damage and lowers enemies' defense. Yeah, looks cool. Probably is cool too. But man, these other skills, like this one, like what the hell is this? And then we have this. Ugh, yikes. I don't like it. Alright. But this one might be pretty good, but Let's see. Summon Yggdrasil. I don't even know what that is. Which will reel in and shock your enemies. Let's do it. Oh, it's a shield? Oh, I messed it up. I didn't know. But that looks cool. Oh yeah, it's the tree Yggdrasil. I know it. I don't know how to say it. Okay, I gotta be honest. That's a pretty sick... It makes up for all of the other ones. But I'm gonna go with 3 out of 5, I guess. That is probably one of the sickest, coolest ults in the game that I've seen. They look really cool. So I'm gonna go by 3.5. If that would have been a bad ulti, it had been probably gotten a 2.5. But maybe it's strong. I don't know. But it just doesn't really look that cool. I'm gonna go by looks a lot. So yeah. Let's go to the Summoner. Come on. That class is totally up my alley. This is one of the classes that I hopefully enjoy. Oh! That is some range, boy. That is some range, boy. Holy smokes. Damage is a little mid, but the range, dude. What the hell? Oh no, we have one of them again. Summon a lesser soul, sums up to 5 enemies and costs souls. Yep, can't do that right now, I guess. But the... Damn. Look at the range. That's like... That must have been... I want to test that range. That must be one of the best ranges in the entire game. I mean, take a look at that. Wait. There it is. Wow. Great range. Implode summons to cause harsh radial damage. Boo. We can't. Let's... Oh, maybe we can if we can Soul Harvest. Summon a rift that deals damage and gathers souls. Let's go. Give me souls. Does it work? Or does it not work? Where is me souls? Oh yeah. We got some here. Summon a lesser soul being. Summons up to 5. So I only get 1 soul here? Oh, is it like... Look at them. They're all going, leaving the body. Are we gonna return with 1? It's just 1? Okay. Can we use like... Oh, this is... That looked like a different skill just for a second there. Huh. Looks pretty cool, man. I like the class. Somehow. Alright, let's use the E skill here. Oh, let's go! Little minions! Oh, and I can implode those. Let's go! I don't even want to implode these guys. They look way too cool. No way. Oh, that's a cool class. That is a cool class. Okay, but they are kind of gone quite fast. I want to implode those just to see what that looks like. Boom. Okay. That's definitely going to be a 4 out of 5 class for me. Looks pretty cool. Super Summon. Summon a greater soul being with a longer lifetime and a greater attacks. Okay, let's do this. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's actually pretty sick. Can I... Oh, wait. Can he implode? He can, but he doesn't die. You can keep imploding. And if you have like a big army of these small guys, you can make like a huge explosion. Huh. That is actually quite cool. Gotta be honest. Gotta give credit where credit is due. I love this. Boom. Okay, that's definitely going to be a 4 out of 5. Don't know if it's that viable, though. It doesn't seem to be that versatile. I can see people having issues with this one, with this class, but anyways, I like it. Looks cool. Now we have Shadowblade. That must be a cool one. Come on, man. Oh, that already looks sick. Take a look at that. Oof. I'm not the big fan of like rogues and like stealth and all of that good stuff, but this looks cool. Alright, let's read. We have another Shadow Leap. I think we had a leap before. Teleports behind the enemy. Okay, so let's do that. And then, yeah, it's one of these classic classes. Oh, you can do that a lot. A critical blow plus 20% damage if done in Shadow mode. Where is Shadow mode, ladies and gents? This one. Shadow Cloak. Enter the Shadow mode. Increases movement speed and guaranteed critical blows. Oh, that is such a cool... Oh, man. But it looks like it's a lot of singular targets. Might be a good boss killer. Like, go like that, and then boom, you do some, like, high damage, I can imagine, if you go behind him. Spin yourself in a circle, dealing critical and 20%. Alright, let's go. Alright, little mid. But I like this one. The Shadow mode looks so cool. Very cool idea. But I do see this class struggling, probably. I mean, the damage numbers are not that high, but I'm not geared for it. I do enjoy this teleporting behind people. PvP, I can see this one to be extremely viable. Don't know if it is. Like, if anybody's out there professional, let me know. I can see this one being strong in PvP. Like, teleporting behind people, like, boom, taken out. Because, take a look at the cooldown. We can do it again. I want to see the distance on this one. So, if we go like this, I'm using R. Oh, that's a nice distance. That's a direct teleport behind the enemy. PvP? This can be strong. Alright, what's the ultimate? Realm of Shadows. Releases your inner shadow, inflicts fear on all enemies in a radius, enabling Shadow mode. Huh. That looks cool. Sounds cool. So let's do that. Oof. I like this class. I don't know why. I like it. But I just don't know if it's going to be viable in dungeons. But this video is not about, again, it's not a tier list. This video is not about, you know, it's just a showcase on what they do and what they look like. That eye looks cool. Let's go and do it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I think this one's going to be super strong in PvP. Correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any pro PvP players out there, but this looks sick. Huh. Alright. And that's actually pretty long. What was it? Dark mode or something? Shadow mode. That was a long... Okay. We got all of the classes done here. And as you can see, there were some of them that I really enjoyed. Only a few got 5 out of 5. I think only the Dragoon did, right? Was there anyone else? I think the Elementalist is also a contender because the skills looked also pretty good, looks pretty strong, especially for dungeons. Now we're gonna get to the creme de la creme, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with the mastery classes, Stormcaller. Now, I know every single class. I know the Stormcaller, I know all of the other ones as well. I know all of them, I play them. I think the Stormcaller is really strong. It's not bad at all. It always comes down to preference as well. But, I mean, just take a look at this one. Already the speed of attacking enemies like that is really, really cool. Then I also have a full, like, in-depth guide on the Stormcaller. It's on my channel. You can check it out. Next skill is Supercharge. So, sacrifices health, again, and gain the ability to damage up enemies, blah, blah, blah. Charged enemies and defeated will unleash a shockwave. Now, I don't like this skill. I don't like the skill, actually, very much. I rarely use it, to be honest. I don't use it at all, actually. I most likely use the R move because this one is extremely powerful for clearing up, you know, enemies in front of you. So this is a very, very, very strong skill. Yeah, and then you also have the Storm Surge, which looks like this. I would have hoped... I mean, did you see the explosion rate there, the damage? I would have hoped that Storm Surge would give you some iframes, at least when you're in the bubble, but you still get hit, so you can get downed. This kind of compromises it a little bit. But again, Stormcaller, high damage, interesting skill set. But I'm not going to give it a 5 out of 5 because of that E-move. I don't like this E-move. Even though if the enemies are supercharged, I haven't seen a huge difference in damage. So, yeah, I guess. But I don't know. That might be up to you. What I do like is the ultimate. But I also don't use the ultimate that much. Haven't used it that much. Sometimes when I'm trying to, like, boss down. But the thing is, I think the class shines a little bit more in range than it is with up close. But that's just my opinion on things, man. Alright, let's use the ultimate here. The ultimate is Thunder God. Turn your shock bolts into powerful lightning blades. and gain increased movement speed. So you also do some damage over time here, as you can see, once you actually, you know, break out with that. And then you have these melee swords, which I think is pretty cool. Very nice idea, but you don't have that much defense. You will have to have really good gear to not die when doing this. So, yeah, that's my take on this. My take on these things. Okay, let's go to the next class. Mage of Shadows. Mage of Shadows used to be very strong. It is, as you can see here, it is like the Mage of Light. It also has these spheres coming up there. Damages enemies around you. So let's do the E skill here. Boom. I enjoy this. I like the skill. I think it's really good. You can see very powerful damage as well, as you can see here. The cooldown is okay. It's pretty mid, but this one is really, really good if you have a lot of enemies in a dungeon around you. Shadow Merge. Merge orbs to create larger orbs. So let's do that. Oh, isn't that cool? They automatically home their targets. Sadly, you can't necessarily tell them where to go or something like that. This is all they do. But, yeah, you can see you can do this quite often, and the damage is quite significant too. Then you have chain enemies to apply damage and a slowdown. So if you use this, again, they're all chained, they're all getting damaged, and they're all slowed. I think this is one of the stronger classes. I enjoy it dearly. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 5. I don't know why. I just love this class. It's really cool. Take a look at the range of that E skill as well, and the chain as well, the slowed, the damage. It's powerful, man. It's very powerful. Really good in clearing dungeons. Let's read the ultimate. Shadow Form. Activate your Shadow Form. Increases primary damage and 70% cooldown reduction on all skills. Very powerful. Alright, guys. Let's use the Shadow Form. Bam! There it is. So you're kind of like flying up in the air. Your cooldown reduction of skills are like really fast. So I can literally like run around and do crazy things with this one, as you can see here. You do a lot of damage. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Very cool class. Let's go to the Necromancer. Almost there, guys. We almost got it done. The Necromancer. Pretty cool. It's a little bit, you know, you're using the scythe here, so you're a little bit like the demon in a way. You're floating a little bit too. You have these slashes that also have a little bit of range to it. I mean, it's kind of feels like it's copied from the demon. Like nothing much has changed here. So, Tombstone Rise. Raise a tombstone damaging enemies in front of you. So, this is what it looks like. Area of effect, really, really good. Cooldown, very, very nice as well. About 4 to 5 seconds. Really strong. Next one is Spirit Burst. Kill enemies to collect spirits and then release them. So, we don't have that because we can't really collect any here, sadly. But, yeah. And then we have the Spirit Cavern. Create a cavern to the world below, releasing spirits that deal continuous damage. So let's do that. That looks really cool. The area of effect, the AoE effect here is not that, you know, crazy. I'm not too happy with this one as well. Let's see what the ulti has to say. Undead Army. Raise an undead army to fight for you. That does sound cool, so let's wait until it's ready. Alright, here's the ultimate. Undead Army. Let's go. Alright, so that is a little bit... Oh, there you go. There they are. That's actually pretty cool. I think when it comes to clearing speed and stuff like that, I don't see it to be as viable. Maybe that's just me. The E skill looks pretty good, especially with the cooldown as well. But everything else doesn't really add up to me, so I would probably... And I'm sorry if I'm really, really butchering this one here for the people that love this class. I would probably get like a 3 to 4 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5, but it doesn't seem to be that strong for being a mastery class. It looks cool, it looks a little fancy, but I don't know if it's actually gonna be there to, you know, dominate the dungeon world. And the last class is the Hunter. I love the Hunter. I love the Hunter, probably one of my favorite classes in the entire game. It's going to be a 5 out of 5. You see this one coming. Really, really, really good for dungeon content. You have a little bit of a companion that's going to be on your side helping you here using your R move. Then you have the E move, where you're just going to literally hurt everybody and everybody's burning and stuff like that. We can read through it as well. As a blazing shot. Shoot a flaming arrow, settling your enemies on fire. So you can see... They're all like, they're just burning, and burning is always fun. And this is here's my favorite skill, the F skill. Well, no, it's not the F skill actually. The F skill is where you can like, if you have like a boss, for example, that comes towards you, then, you know, they are going to be in trouble because they're going to be slowed. Let's see what it actually says. Place a venomous trap on the ground. Damaging and slowing nearby enemy mobs will be triggered. The good thing is that it also has like this little bit of a shockwave here. Boom. And everybody around it is going to get that venom and that slow target as well. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. Let's check out the Divine Arrow. A Divine Arrow enemies. I don't know. The video is way too long. I'm not used to making videos that are this long. Enemies with while healing you and your familiar. So that's actually pretty cool as well. I think the best skill here is the E move because the fire damage is just insane. Actually, I just really enjoy it. Anyways, let's do the ult. Alright everybody, here's the ultimate. Divine Arrow damaging... I just can't speak. Damaging enemies. Such a weird 2 words in a row. While healing you and your familiar. So, let's do it. Boom. Shoo. And then... That is one of the coolest ones in the game. I think this is a 5 out of 5. Let me know what you think. I am done making this video now for an hour. I'm physically, mentally so tired that I could sleep for 2 days now. Don't know why. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. That's probably the reason why I don't stream, because you constantly have to talk. I don't want to do that. Anyways, if you want to enjoy, or if you enjoyed the clip, and if you want to help me out here a little bit, a like and a comment is appreciated. Maybe subscribe if you enjoy content like this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.